30-minute timeout. State champ starts now.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Also brought to you in part by Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughraiser.com for details. Van Andel Institute. Get involved. Join us at purplecommunity.org. And our friends with the United Auto Workers and Chrysler.
Hi, and welcome to a special edition of State Champs this week. We're presented by Lawrence Tech. I'm your host, Lauren Plant. All right, make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened, because the pace of what you're about to witness is going to be an overdrive, I promise. All right, Tom Markowski's here, really getting towards crunch time in our Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race. Give us a preview of what we're going to see today.
Well, the new entry is running back Jacob Jeter out of Plainwell, but I really want to talk about the two candidates that are chasing Alex Malzone of Brother Rice for that top spot.
Okay, you heard it. Check it out. Okay, this week we're going to pay tribute to the late Grand Rapids South Christian golf coach Rod Van Dyke, who tragically died last week. Our In Focus segments every week are presented by the Van Andel Institute and their Purple community. We're purpled out this week. Purple set. Stephanie Funkhauser, fill us in as to why.
Thanks, Lauren. State Champs is proud to be a part of the Purple community and Purpled Out this week. Every week, high schools from around the state of Michigan are hosting Purple events to fight against cancer and Parkinson's disease. If you want to turn an event purple at your school, head to purplecommunity.org.
All right, we start this week with a fever. No, a fury. A four-pack of football from around the state.
We begin in the big city. The Detroit Public School League semifinals at Northwestern High School. East English Village taking on the defending city champs, Cass Tech. These teams met 2 weeks ago. Cass came out the victors. East English bent on revenge. First quarter, senior running back Leon Timon going in for the 35-yard touchdown. 6-0 Bulldogs after the first. East English dominated the time of possession in the first half. Senior quarterback Anton Curtis rolling, hit said Lattimore, 12-yard score. Bulldogs up 12-0 as we headed into halftime. Turned out, this was a tale of two halves. Cass Tech played championship caliber football in the fourth. Mr. Football candidate Mike Weber punching it in. Deficit trimmed to 12-7 under 10 minutes ago. The Michigan commit Weber carried the load. He gained 96 of his 216-yard total in the final quarter. 3 touchdowns on the day. Detroit Cass Tech shocks East English Village with a 19-14 victory. They'll go for a second straight PSL crown next week at Ford Field. Detroit Martin Luther King stands in their way. Let's stay down south now and go to Macomb County, where we had two 4-3 teams fighting for their proverbial playoff lives in the MAC Red. Warren Mott at home to take on Utica Eisenhower. This was a marathon, so we start in the second half. Mott trailing 14-7, gaping hole for the sophomore Javon Wilson. 52-yard touchdown ties the game. To the late stages of the fourth, same score, 1:15 to go. Ike Jr. Joe Metz gives the Eagles the lead. 36 seconds left. Mott senior quarterback Connor Madigan drops a snap, able to recover, scrambling for his life, throws it up, and the junior Tylen Redding has it. 70-yard game-tying touchdown, 21-21 into overtime. Game tied at 24 in the second OT. Metz once again for Eisenhower, powering his way in. Mott trying to send it to a third overtime, but on fourth down, the Ike defense stops Wilson. Utica Eisenhower wins a thriller, 31-24. Playoff hopes still burning. Now let's go all the way to the Upper Peninsula with Jerry Taylor.
Friday night in Marquette, the Redmen and Negaunee Miners battled for the Diamond Jubilee Trophy. First quarter, Marquette with 4th and short at midfield. Logan Streeter gets one of his mitts on the ball, deflecting it away. Turnover on downs. There was no score after the first quarter. To the second, Negaunee on the move. Austin Johnson gets the handoff, and through the mud and muck, Johnson busts loose. He'd be pulled down inside the Redmond 15, a gain of 25. on the play. Negaunee faced a 4th down and 13 from the 15. Ryan Sergila off the play-action fake, airs it out, somehow through the downpour. Connor Brazo comes up with the INT at the Marquette 2-yard line. Play of the game goes to Marquette punter Max Bednarik. Trying to punt, he drops the ball. Max, though, stays with it, side kicks it, and the ball would go 53 yards in all. Bednarik also had the game-winning field goal from 17 yards out. Marquette, your winner, 9-8. For state champs, I'm Jerry Taylor. Next up, here's Ryan Slocum.
Thanks, Jerry. Moving to the mid-Michigan area, Lapeer playing at Carman Ainsworth. Both teams unbeaten in the Saginaw Valley Red, and the Lightning come in at 7-0 overall. But they're in trouble in the 4th. Caleb Ruffin takes it 0-100 real quick. 59 yards for his 4th touchdown of the game. He ran for 342 yards. CA up 28-14 with under 4 minutes to go. But Lapeer then finds lightning in a bottle. Eli Hunt to Tyler Wills over the middle, and no one's gonna get him. Just like that, we have a 1-possession game. Then, after the Cavs turned it over on downs, Travis Mercino finds the paint. We go to overtime, tied at 28. The Cavs get the ball first, and they get a field goal from Ahmad Azahabi. So now it's Lapeer's turn. They can win it with a touchdown, and they get one. Brant Beck takes it in to win. Lapeer keeps their perfect season alive and wins the SVL Red 34-31. I'm Ryan Slocum for State Champs.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Let's stay in football, and as promised, get an update in our Hungry Howie's Mr. Football race. Senior analyst Tom Markowski here to do that. Give us the 411.
Well, I think there's 2 players that can catch Alex Malzone, Brother Rice, for the top spot. One is quarterback DJ Zazula out of Clarkston. Now, he is the main threat in that offense. Everything goes through DJ. If they make a strong run in the playoffs, look for him to get a lot of votes and move up in the race. And I also think Mike Weber, the running back out of Detroit Cass Tech, has a shot because he is the focus of that offense. Everything goes through his running attack, and if he has a strong playoff run, he could win that award too.
All right, we'll find out. We've got 10 candidates in this race. You can vote for your favorite by clicking on the Hungry Howie's Mr. Football banner at statechampsnetwork.com. Clarkston's DJ Zazula still with a big lead. If he hangs on, he's automatically in our Final Four. Next week, we'll tell you when that Final Four will be revealed.
Hi, State Champ fans, I'm Kiera. Did you know that the Van Andel Institute and the Purple community have reached $1 million raise for Parkinson's disease and cancer research? Any school event can turn into a Purple event. Just visit purplecommunity.org. Don't go anywhere, because when State Champs returns, we're paying tribute to a coach who lost his life way too soon. We'll be right back.
This October, you're going to be seeing a little more pink. Once again, Hungry Howie's is fighting breast cancer with love, hope, and pizza. For every pizza sold, every story of strength shared, and every new Hungry Howie's Facebook fan, a donation will be made to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. The pink pizza boxes are back. Order today and join us in the fight against breast cancer with love, hope, and pizza.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
We want you. We are LTU, Lawrence Technological University, and is one of the nation's best schools for engineering, architecture, and technology. We don't want just anybody. We want students who are curious and driven, students who want to change the world through technology, science, and design. So if you believe that possible is everything, we want you at LTU.
Welcome back to State Champs. I'm Ryan Terpstra. Last week, the Grand Rapids South Christian golf team suffered a tragic loss as their head coach, Rod Van Dyke, died in a bicycle accident just one day before the team was set to compete in regionals. The girls bonded together, won that regional crown, and today we go in focus to see how they're preparing for the state finals.
Coach Van Dyke, he was a crazy fella. He would show up with his crazy pants and his shirt, and you'd think, why are you wearing that? But it was Dyke. It was Coach Van Dyke, and he wanted to do what he wanted to do, and he was comfortable in himself. And that made us comfortable around him.
Rod Van Dyke was struck and killed by a vehicle while riding his bicycle on October 7th. 24 hours later, his team hoisted the regional trophy in their coach's honor.
We were hoping to make it out of regionals for coach and just didn't really know what to expect. So when we heard we won, we were really excited, but it was also bittersweet just because he wasn't there to share it with us.
That was a hard time too. Like, we were really happy we made it, and we were hoping we made him proud, but it was still hard because he wasn't there to see it.
For these girls, the game of golf and their teammates are helping them cope with the loss of their coach.
When we went back to school on Thursday, there were some classes we were both struggling, so we would just talk to each other and bounce things off each other.
This is part of their grieving process because they knew him in such a different way that a lot of people didn't. So we really wanted to play well last Wednesday. I wanted them to play well so that they could have another week and a half of hanging out in a hotel room this weekend and playing together and practicing together and just hanging out.
Despite the fact that he's gone, he's still here with every single one of us, and he's kind of pushing us forward.
In Focus is presented by the Van Andel Institute. Join the Purple community today and learn how your school can fight cancer at purplecommunity.org.
Hi, and welcome to another lesson of Driving 101. I'm Stephanie. This week on Driving 101, learn what to do if you were to ever get into an accident. Remember, the best way to deal with an accident is to be prepared for one. Here are some tips in case you are in the unpredictable. Keep a vehicle safety kit in your car. Always keep a first aid kit and accessories in your car. You never know how far away from civilization you might be. Move your vehicle to a safe location. If your car is drivable, move your vehicle off the road, but do not leave the scene. Check to see if anybody is hurt. In the case that anybody is injured, call 911 for medical assistance. Contact the police for help. They will let you know if an officer is needed on the scene. If your vehicle isn't drivable, notify roadside assistance. Tune in next week for another lesson in Driving 101.
Driving 101 is presented by our friends, the United Auto Workers and Chrysler.
It was state finals yesterday for both girls golf and boys tennis in the Lower Peninsula. Let's find out some of what went down in the drive for the title.
I'm David Faze, and let's begin now with the Division I Tennis State Finals from Midland. We begin with two doubles where Ann Arbor Huron and Brother Rice faced off, and in the end it would be the team of Dylan and Abelard who picked up the win for the Warriors. On to one singles, where Novi's Tim Wang was looking to defend his title, and thanks to pinpoint shots like this one, he would do just that as he bested Connor Johnson of Northville for the second straight year. Then we move to one doubles, where the River Rats of Ann Arbor Huron would claim the victory thanks to a terrific showing from the team of Chen and Choi, who would get the better of their challengers from Novi. Closing things out was a terrific marathon match in two singles between Kaushik Kandapi of Novi and Port Huron Northern's Chris Adams. But only one person can win, and this day belonged to Kandapi. And as for the team trophy, well, it was the Wildcats of Novi who emerged as your 2014 D1 state tennis champs. Now let's send it over to Ryan Terpstra for the Division IV tennis highlights.
Thanks, David. Division IV tennis took place in Holland, and in number one singles, we had the number one seed, Lansing Catholic's Matt Heater, battling Grand Rapids West Catholic's Nick Solarowitz, the 3 seed. And it's Solarowitz scoring the upset for the state title. In number 2 singles, Sam Holmes of Traverse City St. Francis took on Kalamazoo Hackett's Henry Hedeman. Hedeman would prove victorious. Hackett finished 5th, and St. Francis was 3rd as a team. The two top schools faced off in number 2 doubles. Isaac Ackerval and Andy G of Ann Arbor Green Hills bested Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett, and Green Hills claims the Division IV state crown. Next up, we have the Division IV golf finals played at the Meadows at Grand Valley State University. Macomb Lutheran North charged up the leaderboard on day number 2 and they were led by freshman Serena Wynn. Her strong play put the team in 3rd place overall. Harbor Springs represented well. Senior Abby Detmar had a course low 75 on Saturday to lead her team to a 2nd place finish. But they were all left chasing Kalamazoo Hackett. Junior Emily Stull with the soft roll into the bottom of the cup, and the Irish are your Division IV state champions. Now let's head over to Lorne for Division III golf.
Thanks, Ryan. Forest Hills Acres East Golf Course on the campus of Michigan State, the site for the Division III Golf State Finals. We start on the 11th hole, and it's the junior Abigail Kosh tapping in the short putt. Playing with heavy hearts, Grand Rapids South Christian in the Division III Golf State Finals. This is the junior Nicole Holkwater on 18, tapping in for par. The Sailors as a team finished in 8th. Grozeal, the 2013 Division IV state champs, up to D3 this season. The senior Megan Mako on her final hole of the day on 18, tapping in. Red Devils finished 4th. Cranbrook Kingswood came into day 2, leading the state finals. Here is the senior Cordelia Chan on the 3rd hole, draining the birdie putt. Chan shoots a 2-day score 150 to be your medalist. Cranbrook as a team finished runners-up because the team of the day hailed from Spring Lake. The sophomore Anna Kramer drops the par putt. She finished 2nd individually. Spring Lake wins their first ever girls golf state championship. Congratulations.
Did you know that the Detroit Red Wings and the Purple community are teaming up to fight cancer? On October 23rd, it's time to purple out the Joe. A portion of every ticket sold will go directly towards the Van Andel Institute for Cancer Research. Don't go anywhere because the Ultimate Sports Blitz is up next.
We want you. We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anybody. We want students who are curious and driven, students with a passion for hard work and good times, students who will move right in and shoot for the best that Lawrence Tech Southfield campus has to offer. So if you believe that everything is possible and that possible is everything, we want you at LTU.
My purple is defeating cancer.
My purple is my grandma.
Everyone has a reason for joining Purple Community.
My purple is fighting Parkinson's.
My purple is my mother.
Because that's where the fight to end cancer, Parkinson's, and other diseases begins. When you participate in a Purple Community event, 100% of your donation goes directly to research at Van Andel Institute. Get involved. Join us at purplecommunity.org.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for 1 medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to doughraiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back to State Champs. I'm David Faze. The last few weeks, we've given you a glimpse inside some of Lawrence Tech's newest endeavors and innovations. Well, this week is no different, as we give you a look at one of the many summer camps LTU hosts, which gives potential future students a chance to get an early leg up on the competition. So without further ado, we'll let the people involved tell you all about it.
I'm Dr. Julie Swissler-Valek, and I'm an associate professor of biology here at Lawrence Technological University. So this is Lawrence Technological University's biotechnology camp, which is a chance for high school students to come spend a week in our labs with faculty who are familiar with biotechnology, physiology, genetics, cell biology, and do some real hands-on experiments with biotechnology.
This camp, along with the handful of others that LTU runs annually, gives high school students opportunities they simply would not have anywhere else.
We try to give students opportunities, do experiments, and use equipment that they just don't have the chance to do in a high school setting.
As always, if you'd like to learn more about LTU summer camps or anything else happening in Blue Devil country, hop on over to ltu.edu for more information. For State Champs, I'm David Faze.
Football aside, let's get ready for the Ultimate Sports Blitz.
we go. Let's start Metro Detroit area. Boys water polo. Two teams at the top of District 4 in the East region battle for Birmingham bragging rights as Groves battled Seaholm. First quarter action. The Maroon Cat Seaholm. Connor Perry over to the senior Ian Hope. Fist full of fury into the net. It was Groves' night though. The senior Michael Pisano fights his way free, deposits the pill. Groves won this one 11-5. We move to a North versus South playoff matchup in boys soccer. The Flint area's Goodrich traveled into Cranbrook in a D2 district semifinal. Two of Division II's top teams in the state. Goodrich came in state-ranked honorable mention, down 1-0 in the first half until Aaron Saunders got the equalizer. Cranbrook ranked 10th in Division II, second half, up a goal, looking for insurance. Ken Kernan and Paul Holmes go head-to-head. Color this one done. Cranbrook wins 3-1, advances to the district final. We hit the volleyball court for a Central State Activities Association Silver Division action. Kent City hosting Howard City Tri-County. This was a quad night, but this the marquee matchup. Close matches all year between these two. Tri-County gets the spike from Lena Thompson to force a decisive third game. Kent City, honorable mention in Class C, played 3 teams this night, beat them all, only lost a single set. Smashed by Justine Walter. The Eagles defeat Tri-County and take the quad. More West Side action. The final OK White Cross Country meet of the season. For the girls, Bailey Johnson of Jenison ran away with this race, but Grand Rapids Christian placed 7 runners in the top 10 to win the event. On the boys' side, #1 ranked Christian cruised to victory. Led by Benny Versino, the Eagles win their 7th OK White title in a row. For everything State Champs, make sure you go to statechampsnetwork.com every day. We're constantly writing new stories, watch the shows, vote for Mr. Football, and check out The Buzz with Detroit News beat writer Tom Markowski. Bookmark statechampsnetwork.com.
Don't forget to check out our website at statechampsnetwork.com where you can get the latest news and recruitment, contests, and much more. We're also connected to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't go anywhere because the main event is up next, Oak Park versus Southfield.
Fleece, but the comfort it provides is immeasurable. The American Red Cross brings hope and help to people in need every 8 minutes, every day. So this season, give something that means something.
Does your company want the attention of the high school market? State Champs Sports Network will customize and maximize your message through our ever-expanding multimedia machine. Email Mark Rottenberg, markr@statechampsnetwork.com, and join the winning team.
Hey guys, I'm Ashley, and I'm one of the producers here at State Champs. Did you know we just got a brand new facility? Come with me and let's check it out.
For 12 years throughout Southeast Michigan, our mission has always remained the same. We cover all sports. Football, the field, hockey, swimming, the soccer, this is what we do.
State Champs is really about the high school experience. We cover every sport, every season. We even hang out in the student sections with the kids when we go to games.
We cover everything in Michigan. We know who all the athletic directors are, who all the principals are, all the schools.
Our State Champs website is ever evolving. You have my rankings weekly, you have my columns weekly.
One of the new features we have on statechampsnetwork.com is our scoreboard, where we're taking football scores from around the state of Michigan on Friday nights.
With this brand new facility, we're bigger and better than ever and statewide.
Thanks for checking out our brand new facility and studio, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram all season long. But for now, let's get back to more highlights.
I'm Kyle Bogenschutz of Scout.com with this week's Recruit Report. Senior King linebacker Tyreek Thompson is officially a Spartan. He signed a Big Ten tender this week, making things official with Michigan State. Mark D'Antonio talking with media earlier this week. He says Thompson could play all 3 linebacker spots once he gets to East Lansing. Good for Mr. Thompson. His teammate, wide receiver Donnie Corley Jr., is a junior right now at King, and he is receiving some big-time offers. Michigan and Notre Dame, the latest. He says Michigan and Notre Dame will be among his top schools. Michigan State also in there. He'll visit the Spartans this week. Ohio State
as well. And another name to keep your eye on is senior Oak Park running back John Kelly. He's a kid who has a Michigan State offer. He recently visited Minnesota as well. Keep your eye on Michigan and Ohio State, though. It looks like he could be a late addition to either of those classes. With this week's Recruit Report, I'm Kyle Bogenschutz.
Main event time. Oak Park taking on Southfield. Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's go! Let's go, Blue! Let's go, Blue! Come on, Blue Jays!
Southfield looking to get past Oak Park for the second straight year. But the 6-1 Knights are ranked 6th in the state. And with the win, the OAA White title is theirs. Easier said than done. First quarter, 5-2 Southfield driving. 6 yards away from pay dirt. Senior quarterback Kanye Harris going to hang on to the ball. Big collision, but Harris gets it done. Blue Jays led 6-0. Southfield coming off back-to-back dominating performances over Seaholm and Rochester. Midway through the second now, quick hitch from Harris to Jeremy Gates, the senior on his horse. Flying down the sideline, 41-yard touchdown, Southfield up 2 scores. Oak Park came into this game outscoring their opponents by over 200 points this season. Final play of the first half, junior quarterback Chauncey Lohman finding time and finding the senior wideout Juan Hernandez. We see you, Hernandez. Knights trail 13-7 at halftime.
Guys, we're good. It's no time to blow up. Everybody got their head down like it's a funeral in here, and I don't know why. Because I'm excited, I'm encouraged, I'm ready to go. I believe in you guys. I know we're the best team.
Let's jump to the fourth quarter, shall we? Still a 13-7 ball game. Southfield in the red zone. Adrian Carter walks in. Oak Park would get a score late, but Southfield hangs on to win. You can call it an upset. 20-16 the final. The Blue Jays finish in a 3-way tie for first in the OAA White, along with Oak Park and Farmington Hills Harrison. The Red crossovers next week.
Okay, that is our show for this week, but before we go, Stephanie has a special contribution from us.
State Champs is donating $500 to the Van Andel Institute. You can donate today. Also, head to purplecommunity.org.
All right, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Van Andel Institute. Now remember, for everything State Champs, you gotta go to our website, statechampsnetwork.com. Game clips, game stories, Tom Markowski's rankings, it's all there. We'll see you next week right here on State Champs.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Also brought to you in part by Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughrazor.com for details. Van Andel Institute. Get involved. Join us at purplecommunity.org. And our friends with the United Auto Workers and Chrysler.